the Companies Act 1956. Now let us cover Section 39 and Section 40 of the Companies Act 1956. Section 39 carries provisions regarding copies of Memorandum of Association and copies of Articles of Association to be given to the members. So if members require copies of Memorandum of Association, if members require copies of Articles of Association, what sort of provisions the Companies Act 1956 carry, we may understand from Section 39. Subsection 1 of Section 39 of the Companies Act 1956 carry these provisions. A company shall send to member within 7 days of the requirement and subject to the payment of a fee of 1 rupee, a copy each of the following documents as in force for the time being: the memorandum, number 1, number 2, the articles, number 3, every other agreement and every resolution referred to in section 192, if and so far as they have not been embodied in the memorandum or articles. So here, from subsection 1 of section 39, we may understand that if a member requires the company, then the company shall send to that member within 7 days the memorandum of association, a copy of the memorandum of association, a copy of the articles of association, and if at all any agreement or resolution, if the same thing are not incorporated in both the memorandum or articles. Otherwise, every other agreement or every resolution referred to in section 192, if and insofar as they have not been embodied in the memorandum or articles. That is what clause D of subsection 1 of section 39 say. Again, let us read it. Subsection 1 of section 39 of the Companies Act 1956. On being so required by a member, underline, on being so required by a member, a company shall send to him within 7 days of the requirement and subject to the payment of 1 rupee, subject to the payment of a fee of 1 rupee, a copy each of the following documents as in force for the time being. What are those documents? 1. Memorandum of Association. 2. The Articles of Association. 3. Every other agreement and every resolution referred to in section 192, if and insofar as they have not been embodied in the articles or memorandum. So this is what, on being required by a member, a company is bound to send these documents. So member is required to pay a fee of 1 rupee, and within a period of 7 days, company is bound to send memorandum, copy of memorandum, copy of articles of association, copy of agreement, or copy of resolution referred to in section 192. If at all the agreement and resolution are not embodied in the memorandum or articles of association. Let us read it again. Subsection 1 of section 39. On being so required by a member, a company shall send to him within 7 days of the requirement and subject to the payment of a fee of 1 rupee. A copy each of the following documents as in force for the time being. Document 1 is the memorandum. Document 1 is the copy of memorandum. Document second document is the copy of articles of association. Third document is every other document or every resolution referred to in section 192. If and insofar as they have not been embodied in the memorandum or articles. So on payment of 1 rupee by a member and requirement from the member to send a copy of memorandum, a copy of articles of association, a copy of an agreement or a copy of resolution, company is bound to send copy of each above documents in a period of 7 days. Let us go to subsection 2 of section 39 of the Companies Act 1956. If a company makes a default in complying with the requirements in this section, if a company makes a default in complying with the requirements of this section, what are these requirements? Requirements are sending a copy of memorandum, sending a copy of articles of association, sending a copy of agreement or resolution. Is there any prescribed period within which a company is required to pay? Yes, period is within 7 days. Does member required to pay any fee? Yes, member is required to pay a fee of 1 rupee. So on receipt of 1 rupee he may collect. If a company makes a default in complying with the requirements of this section, the company and every officer of the company who is in default shall be punishable for each offence with fine which may extend to 500 rupees